Hi YouTube, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. I heard some people that it's like they love and hate me at the same time. Um, like actually they don't miss me, but yet they miss me because they're like, what are the words they say? They're obsessed or whatever words they use for what I'm doing in my life. I mean, they tried to kill me. When they can't kill me, I guess that kind of brings some type of fascination into the picture, doesn't it? What I'm thinking about today is the difference between thinking good thoughts or bad thoughts, but my topic is whether I pray for people or not. Usually not anymore, and not for quite some time here. Um, Especially repeated prayers. I mean, how many times God's got the best memory on the in the from anybody. So how many times can you pray the same prayer to the same person, entity, expecting different results? You know what I mean? No, I don't pray. If I have bad thoughts towards somebody, in my core, which I do for a few people, that's probably not going to go away with no amount of prayer. You don't want people thinking bad about you, you know. Good thoughts, that's an automatic prayer anyway, so I don't have to sit there and get down on my knees. I don't believe in that. I did when I was little, but that's not the way it goes. If you're walking with God, what's in your heart, the book that's written on our hearts, you don't need nobody or nothing to tell you what, when, how, or why to do anything. You don't need to obey anybody except yourself. You know, if you have some entity in your soul telling you to obey, you're already way lost, because it's all about love. Has nothing to do with obeying. I hear this, because I'm obedient. Well, maybe it's my nature just to be a decent human being, and it makes it appear that I'm obedient because I don't grovel. I'm not fucking obedient to nothing or nobody, never. Get that straight, you know. Out of love, if you do something, that's not obedience, that's natural. When people say, well, like, all people lie, or everybody has these quirks or whatever, and it's just human nature. No, that's actually the part instilled in humanity that is not natural. People are like, oh, you can't have dark without light. Oh, well, you should have told Adam and Eve that before the dark was inserted into their lives, right? Oh, yeah, you can most certainly have daylight 24 hours without any dark whatsoever, right? So that's a misnomer. Untrue. It's called lying, you know? If you think of things kind of logically like that, you probably benefit. Speaking of benefit, for you sickos out there, and I mean this in the most endearing way, kinda, for a couple different people. When I was on my deathbed, the only thing I could really digest was whole milk. I went through at least 2 gallons of whole milk every week. It saved my life. It really did. I don't know about anybody else, but whey protein, that's the most digestible protein, no matter what. I don't care. I used to help plan meals for the state and I studied nutrition. So, and I'm going by my 67-year-old muscles, my muscles, not somebody else's. I'm going with what, and when we fed like at the high school I worked for my state. We fed the football players that would kick ass on everybody else in the state. And I attribute my meal planning for them people that made them excel. So really what I'm telling you, you should see my sons. I'm not even bragging. These little, or they're not little anymore, they're big, really big and really strong, you know. Maybe not too smart, but genetics. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna tell you who to blame on that one, but I bet you can guess. And if you're watching, my um father of my kids, my ex, you know it's true. Get over it. He's so competitive. I really don't compete with people in sports. Oh, hell yes. But in society, no, there's no competition. I don't care like that. It's like, are you kidding me? What, don't you want any friends? Have you ever had true love or known what real love was or any of that? I'm just really wondering, how are people thinking, you know? Yeah. So anyway, I thought I had true love a couple of times. Yep, I did. I really did. But oh well. But I really am me for myself, and I don't know how other people um feel about seeing couples together in relationships and wishing those people well or how you operate like that. But my most treasured, like my Facebook friends, when I see families out there, they're my most treasured friends. Not that the rest of them aren't my precious friends, but the treasure of the world is that family. And that's what I'm all about, even if I don't have it for myself. That's what life is, people. That's the only thing that matters. If you don't nourish that, you really don't have a reason to live or talk. Well, I guess you'd have to live to talk. And then I was going to add breathing on there, but so anyway, really, whole milk and water, soda crackers if your stomach's upset. But that whey protein, eggs, cheese, but whey protein is so easy to digest. Maybe not at first, not if your stomach's like uneasy and whatever. Bicarbonate soda every day, especially if you're fighting cancer. Um, I wrote in medical journals and I've written 2 articles over in Morgellons.org, speaking of these multifaceted microorganisms in our blood and how they can be manipulated with frequencies and different things that we eat and all that. So I went in deep. I gave them gestation periods of these creatures that live within our system and how the Dark Cabal, the real um, um, practitioners, what they know that most people don't know, and what they use against people using these tools that are within humans that most people don't know about, and I can't get anybody to talk about. That's really odd, isn't it? I have so much information that can extend people's lives. I mean, really, look at me. I'm looking at me. I can see the results. I would listen to me if I were you, but I'm not you. So, go ahead and stay sick. Don't do like I told you to do. I mean, you gotta eat regular food too, but on your sick times when you know you need nourishment and you can't get anything down, don't go for anything sugary or fatty or nothing. I'm telling you, whole milk will save you. So take, and vitamins. Take it or leave it, you know. And don't forget that bicarbonate soda. At least 3 teaspoons, a tablespoon, a big spoon in a glass of water, even if it tastes icky to you. You're tough. You can handle it. And do that every day for a year and tell me you don't feel better after that. And if you drink alcohol, yeah, it's going to deplete you worse. I would suggest, like if you're a whiskey drinker, try a shot of brandy at night and try and control yourself down to a couple or something. Or if you're a beer drinker, maybe go to a, a, a better quality beer and just have a couple really nice ones or something like that, you know. But you got to take care of yourself. You can't go drinking on an empty stomach, you know, you know. And I know what I can tell by looking at somebody what their ailments are inside and out. So I'm kind of talented in some ways. I know, don't hate me for it. It's me, you know. And without that, you wouldn't be here. So, whatever. Hate all you want. You either like life or you don't. That's really the bottom line, you know. I'm not all about love. I don't really hate like wrathful, seething, bitter hate or anything, but I have my moments where it wouldn't bother me a bit to battle somebody physically and enjoy every second of it. So that's not really hatred, though. That's animosity. Yeah, here's to that animosity because it's not going away. If I see you in public, I'm going to want to beat your ass. So just remember that if you're my enemy. And guess what? I can. And I know you'll think, oh, whatever. Oh is right. Oh, I have my sore moments. Shit, there's little kids that have sore moments. There's little kids that are so unhealthy, they're going to die way before other people because they don't know how to take care of their temples. And guess what? I've done this more than once. Brought myself down to somebody and tried to grab their hand and help them rise. I'm not going to be demeaned for it. I'll either be honored for it or I'll kill. I hope that's clear. And if you don't love your life, then it doesn't really matter, right? So you got decisions to make, as I guess is what I'm trying to say, you know? Cheers. You know, if you're a drinker, I would I would get gummies instead if you can't smoke herb to help with those cancer cells, which they call cancer, which is really just every disease is stemmed from something that's like encephalitis. It's the syphilis bug. It's all related to one brain disease. That's your the mamas and the papas of the germ world right there. The virus. So yeah, just different variations of the same thing activated within different people because of environment and um, nutritional um, trauma or no trauma or whatever. But people thought I'd be like dead from things that they were going to do to me, or they'd like try and poison me. And I had already taken the antidote because I know what people are going to do to me. So, anyway, keep on keeping on. I will. Can you? I'm going to outlive you, you know. Don't worry. If your family members have pure hearts, it's not going to reflect on the next generations. It's not like that. We don't operate like your bloodline. We're cleaning this shit up because guess what? I'm the same bloodline. Surprise. Why do you think you can hear me so clear? Yeah, you know, and I know. And you can keep pretending all you want, but it doesn't make it true. My suggestion is the more honest you are, the better you're going to be feeling. I know that's a hard pill to swallow for some people, like being like choking down that probably. Maybe some people got some pretty big mouths, so choking this down. I've seen people take a sandwich, like a half a sandwich, and like 2 bites all in the same mouthful. I'd have to turn away, and almost scream. I mean, I'm kind of a fast eater, especially like if I'm working or whatever it is. I just eat. I don't give a I mean, I don't eat with my mouth full. I don't talk with my mouth full. You know, I know how to set a party table. You know, I used to have china. I got rid of it. I'm sick of that type of But, so as far as table etiquette and all that, oh yeah, I was raised with Miss Manners, if you know who she is. So, and etiquette, you know. Yeah, we were taught that in school. We were taught languages in school. We were taught dance. Our science was phenomenal. All kinds of stuff. I mean, super um, extraordinary education. Band, you know, all kinds of opportunities. I got to play every existing instrument on the planet known to mankind. Every single one of them. Think of one. Been there. Isn't that neat? And then I got to pick the ones that I wanted to try and accomplish, which I did. Quite a few. people question my education. You really have no clue of my talents. You just think you know me because of what you feel or what you see, but you don't know me. Do you know I'm a mechanic? Do you know I'm a contractor with a license? I used to be a nurse and a lunch lady and a counselor and a professional, and I worked on ranches and more. You can do a lot in your life, you know, especially without kids. I did a lot. Well, I don't know. I did a lot with my kids too, like becoming a blackjack dealer because it was good money. Yeah, dealers make really great money, you know. So yeah, and it was made my significant other at the time kind of envious. I get sick of that shit. I really do. So, yeah, I just wanted to really speak on that. Do I pray? Nah. You won't know what sorrow is until your body is so depleted from sorrow that you actually cry chunks of blood, and pretty much you're done crying after that. If you've ever done that, and if you've done it more than once, you can feel me and you can speak about me. But if you haven't done that, you're surely not speaking on my life, you know? So anyway, whole milk people, I swear. That's the best thing for you right now. Um, Not even ice water, but cool water does help. Excuse me. But yeah, whole milk will really help you out. Ice milk, that's great because then it kind of, excuse me, you'll have the water and the ice cubes will melt after you have your milk. And if you're too tired to get up, you'll have your water there. So I've done that too quite often. Yeah, especially in the summer, I do that. So, okay, I'm going to get this uploaded. It's been a while, so I just wanted to, I post over on Facebook and I'll post in my community, and I've been keeping active like that and um, connecting with people and that type of thing. But yeah, I've been given a little bit of a break. I've actually been listening to people that are going through the Great Tribulation, and they thought it was going to be for everybody else. I have to admit, it's slightly humorous, just slightly. Oh, just that much. Only that much. Just kinda funny, but not really. But I really hope you can humble yourself like the rest of us have to. Join the human race. Or don't. Like Richie from Boston will say. Like this video or don't, you know. Peace, everybody. I love you. Have a really good night or day. Be healthy in every way. You'll be okay, or you won't. Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't know that one was going to happen, but that's good. All right, talk to you soon. Peace.